All right, welcome back. You're watching The Hunt, and we are going to continue on with our guest, Bob Machinist. He is the chairman and CEO and jack of all trades for Troika Media. So we were just diving into this, Bob. So let's jump into Troika. Let's talk about just this integrated approach. I mean, I know we can talk about the business side, but just for the viewers and in layman's terms, just talk to us about branding and marketing and advertising and what the heck is the difference between all three of those things?
Well, I'll first define who we are. We are a global branding, experiential, and integrated solutions business that operates between the UK, the US, and throughout the EU. We have a couple of hundred of employees, and as a result of completing an acquisition we did about a month and a half ago, we now are operating at about a $350 million a year revenue rate, and we're making about $25 million of EBITDA. And we really provide integrated branding solutions from the corporate suite, and then down through the delivery of those solutions to the consumer through performance media marketing. And that's it. I mean, it's a reasonably simple business. We do it very efficiently. Yeah. Our revenue per employee, our profitability per employee, et cetera, is very attractive. And now we're, post this transaction, which I had the misfortune to announce the day of the Ukraine invasion, just as a result of SEC requirements based on when we signed documents. So it was not the most propitious time to go out and announce your transformative deal. But we've gone from being, when we went public a year and a quarter ago, a $40 million business to a $350 million business. And we brought with it extremely strong management of the company we acquired. Very consistent with what I told you before about hunting around. You find things that are complementary to what you do, mm-hmm. and find people that are really bright and can help cohese the strengths that you have and bring to the marketplace. Yeah, and that's our business.
You're working with some iconic brands and brands that have been around for 100 of years, right? I mean, Coca-Cola, et cetera. Talk to us about the economy and how people are coming back into the experience of events and things like that, and how what you do helps like the fan base have a interaction, a more quality, I would say, interaction with the brands.
Well, that is one of the key drivers of what we do as a business. We are a fandom experiential company. We find different and efficient ways to get to our audience. But you see, I just saw Tiffany Green. I mean, we did a very large deal for Tiffany a couple of years ago as transformative when they were bringing out their sort of second-tier brands. But we are very engaged in the sports business, sports media, esports, digital gambling, et cetera. And our clients range from, as you see, from the PGA to, we did the branding for SoFi Stadium and their Oculus, the giant thing that's hanging down in the middle of the stadium, which basically is the electronic interface with the fan base, both during the game and then serves as a continuing base afterward. And as a result, we also represent the LA Rams, and to the point where our branding for them enabled us to receive the game ball from their first winning game right after the stadium opened. So what we're really trying to do is really work, trying to figure out new and innovative ways to extend the brands. Our business, during part of our business, the experiential side, the physical experiential side, was, put on hold during COVID. Mm-hmm. It has recovered and has come back with, a bang. And, now we are very actively moving forward. But what we really were committed to doing, other than building our digital way of interacting with our consumers, was to find really strong ways to do recurring revenue. Where we're making money on a long-term basis by satisfying consumer needs. So we identified through our Converge subsidiary, home improvement. and we started working for Anderson Windows 4 years ago. And their business went from $150 million to $1.5 billion. And then because we already had identified the consumers who were interested in fixing their homes up, we now, our client AT&T and ADT came in and created the electronic and safety harnesses in the house. Then we went to Leaf Filter, which is they're in the gutter and roof business, and to True Green Lawn Care, et cetera. But it's all people within the same category that we used our really complex and proprietary digital capacity to identify those leads and then directly market to them. And that became the defining characteristic of our company, and will be going forward.
It's such a great business model. I mean, you cover the consumers. Obviously, it's great for your clients, great for your shareholders. So I'm sure so much more to come. We've got about a minute or so left. Let's talk about NFTs, this non-fungible token thing that everybody's talking about in the metaverse. What's the kindergarten definition?
Well, I mean, it's like anything else. It's a digital interaction with a consumer where people can own something that has an opportunity to be monetized or traded as a result of its creation. So, which is why,
so like
proprietary
a comic
artwork. Sort of. I mean, I'll give you a very clear example of a deal we did late last during the summer. Okay. We represent Dole Foods, who is in the pineapple business and banana business, et cetera. They wanted to make something that would benefit World Hunger Kitchen. So we went to the artist who 2 years ago created the banana that was sold at Art Basel in Miami for $125,000, where once the person bought the artwork, such as it is, the artist came and consumed the banana. And Dole decided they wanted to create a proprietary piece of art that could be sold as an NFT with all the proceeds going to Jose Andres's World Hunger Kitchen, which is entirely consistent with their business model. They're feeding the world, they're selling fresh stuff. And this was a way to create a interaction that way.
Yeah.
NFT, or for example, every game that exists. I mean, we have, think how many games there are at SoFi Stadium with the Rams. Yeah. And people save their game tickets.
No, it's just another great way to generate revenue for your shareholders and clients alike.
Absolutely.
So, Bob, thank you so much for being with us today. You're amazing. We appreciate you. Thanks to all the viewers for watching. Thanks for all of our guests, and thanks to all the crew. You've been watching The Hunt, and I'm Trish. See you next time.